Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, look what I've just bought off the auction house. A C-Class Mini with no Forza wheels. Stock wheels, no Forza bumpers, beautiful, stock suspension, absolutely gorgeous. What class are we? We're a C-Class 600. Well, that won't do. We want to go find out the best X-Class cars, not C-Class. I'll see you in there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another video, and today, the top 10 fastest X-Class cars in all of Forza Horizon 4. Now, the route that I have chosen is this one. On your screens right now is my custom route. There is the share code if you would like to go try it out yourself. And pretty much, we start at Ambleside right here, and it's 7.3 miles of expert driving along arguably the hardest roads in Forza Horizon 4, the back roads of the mountain, all the way over here, all the way down here, and we finish right here. Now, we're going to start this list at descending order, so we start at 10 and work our way down to top 1. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, give the video a like, and let's get straight into today's video. Now, at number 10 on today's list, and quite a disappointing, yet very disappointing one at that, is this, the Koenigsegg Jesko. Now, Zanchh, why is this on the list? Well, this car is only good at a high speed. At a slow speed, with this X-Class tune, it is absolutely slow, horrible, and does not turn corners well. It's the slowest X-Class car I have ever driven. I'm not sure why it is. It shouldn't be. In real life, this thing's an absolute god. But with this X-Class tune on it, it is absolutely horrible. Now, the Koenigsegg Jesko achieved a final time, and the slowest time on this list, of a 2 minutes 56.578. Very disappointing for a brand new hypercar, but at high speeds, it handles well with that adaptive wing, but at slow speeds, it is absolutely disgusting. Trust me, do not use it for X-Class, it's horrible. Anyway, at number 10, the Koenigsegg Jesko. Now, bringing us number 9 on today's list, quite a sad one, I thought this would be a lot faster on this circuit, is this, the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. Now, this V12 engine swapped Sesto with this X-Class tune on it feels like it's in the wrong body. And what I mean by that is, this thing only starts to pull when it reaches around about 6,000 to 8,000 RPM. So in those low rev ranges when you're setting off, it's very sluggish to get up to speed. It handles well, but it's very, very slippery around corners. Now, the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento achieved a final time of 2 minutes 54.009. Now, I'm not sure if the original V10 or whatever V12 engine it has in it would be a lot more faster around the corners. I'd have to go try that out. This is a V12 swapped, so higher rev ranges, and I believe it's in the wrong body. But anyway, at number 9, the Lamborghini Sesto achieving a final time of 2 minutes 54.009. Now, bringing us number 8 on today's list is the Ferrari F50 Gt. Now, this thing is exactly the same engine as the previous car, the Sesto Elemento, with a V12 racing swap, but for some reason, this thing was faster. Now, I believe this is because of the big-ass wing on the back helped create more downforce, so this thing was a lot more agile round the corner, but it felt very, very underpowered. Now, I'm not sure how that balances out. This V12 engine swap was producing around about 1,100 horsepower, but it still felt very slow building up those revs. So I believe when I was downshifting round corners, that let it down by a fraction. But overall, this thing is a great handling X-Class car. There's just way better options out there. Anyway, at number 8, the F50 GT achieved a final time of 2 minutes 51.639. Now, that is very, very, very down to the big-ass wing on the back, creating more downforce, more drag, and a very good handling car. Anyway, at number 8, the F50. Now, bringing us number 7 on today's list is this one, the Mclaren 720S pre-order edition, and the coupe, not the soft top. Anyway, this thing is V12 engine swapped, just like the previous two cars, the F50 GT and the Sesto Elemento. But guess what? Because this thing is in a more aerodynamic and modern shell, it is 4 seconds faster than the Sesto and 1 second faster than the F50, achieving a final time of 2 minutes 50.973. Now, I believe that if I put the stock engine in this and had an all-wheel drive setup on it, I think it would be a faster time. I think these V12 engine swaps, they rev too much, and they're very, very hard to control in the corners. Very aggressive, Revs go too high, the back wheel kicks out, and it just makes a mess. Very hard to control with so much power. But anyway, the 720S pre-order coming in at number 7 at 2 minutes 50.973. Now, bringing us number 6 on today's list is this one, the Radical Turbo. Now, this V8 single turbo is surprisingly very, very good at handling. But the only downsides are it's down on power with the stock engine in it, and it's a little bit slidey when you're going very, very fast around a corner. But apart from that, it's an extremely well handling car. Now, this thing achieved a final time of 2 minutes 49.471. 6 seconds faster than the Sesto Elemento and 3 seconds faster than the F50 GT. This thing could have been a lot faster if it had an engine swap, I think. It's just down on power, and again, when you're going really, really fast around the corner, it does tend to slide, but that's expected. Anyway, at number 6, and a strong car at that, is the Radical. Moving on. Now, bringing us to our top 5, and to kickstart this list is this, surprisingly, the Mclaren Cena, the best stock handling car on this game. Now, of course, this one's X-Class, so it's upgraded to the max, 1,100 horsepower, round about there, can't remember the figures. But this thing is an absolute handling god. Doesn't matter how fast you're going, that adaptive wing keeps you on the road like glue. An absolute joy to drive. This thing should have been number 1, but then again, it is just quite simply down on power. Handles perfectly, can smash it round any corner like an absolute wizard doing 200 miles an hour. It grips and grips and grips. The only negative factors are it's quite simply down on power and needs an extra gear. But anyway, the McLaren Cena achieved a final time of 2 minutes 49.137. An absolute top 5 amazing time. At number 5, the Cena. Now, at number 4 on today's list is the God. This thing, the Apollo IE. This naturally aspirated V12 is an absolute joy to drive, and it handles just like the McLaren Cena. That wing keeps it glued to the road. Now, if the McLaren Cena had this V12 engine, I believe it would be faster, but this thing, because it's up on power, because it has all the good attributes of the Cena, absolutely destroyed this circuit, achieving a final time of 2 minutes 46.634. 4 seconds quicker than the Cena, because it's got more power. It just fling it around any corner, and arguably, in most cases, people rank this as their number 1, but for me, it's still at number 4. At number 4, the Apollo IE at 2 minutes 46.634. Now, our top 3 contenders. At number 3 is the banana yellow Mosler. Now, this thing's got that unbelievable tune on it where it'll do 280 miles an hour, and it was one of the first cars that we all found out about that could go at extreme speed. But this thing, with the correct tune on it, handles with that speed. Unbelievable combination. This thing is glued to the road. It does not move. You could fling this thing round a corner doing 220 miles an hour, and it just grips and grips and grips. An absolute beautiful car to drive. Now, this thing achieved a final time of 2 minutes 44.5000. 3 seconds faster than McLaren Cena and 8 seconds faster than the 720S pre-order. An absolute joy to drive. When you combine the top speed figures with the handling attributes, that's what you get. At number 3, the Mosler. Moving on. Now, bringing us number 2 on today's list is this thing, the Maserati Mc12. Now, this thing is a V12 engine swapped god. The best V12 engine swap you can put inside a car because of the extreme track aerodynamics that it presents. This thing has the same engine swap as the 720S, the F50 GT, and the Sesto Elemento, but because of those insane track attributes with the wing, the fenders, everything keeping it downforce, this thing delivers its power like an absolute driving god. Now, this thing achieved a final time of 2 minutes 42.029. 8 seconds faster than its baby brother, the 720S Pre-Order, with the same engine. Because of this extreme track aerodynamics, it was able to produce such an unbelievable time. At number 2, your top 2, is the Maserati Mc12, a beautiful contender. Moving on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment you've all been waiting for. The best X-Class car in all of Forza Horizon 4 as of 2021. Now, some of you are going to disagree, some of you are going to agree, but we can all agree that this thing is an fucking wizard round a circuit, and for me, it achieved the fastest time round my circuit. Now, what's it going to be? Is it going to be the X-Class 911 GT3 RS? Is it going to be a Mercedes? Is it going to be a Ferrari, a Lamborghini? No, ladies and gentlemen, it is this. The Koenigsegg CCGT. Yes, this thing combines everything on this list. Speed, power, aggression, aerodynamics, and with that, it produced an absolute phenom of a car. If you're looking to X-Class race and you're looking for a car, pick the CCGT. Effortless gear changes. The power is there with this X-Class tune. It pulls, it handles well, it handles better than the Apollo IE, better than the Mosler, better than the MC12. It takes everything on this list and puts it in a beautiful package. This thing achieved a final time of 2 minutes 41.696. 1 second faster than the MC12, 3 seconds faster than the Mosler, and a whole 11 seconds faster than the Sesto Elemento. This thing is an absolute wizard, and for me, it's the best X-Class car. Now, that concludes today's list. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like and tell me down below what cars you think I missed, and if you agree with me or not. If you do, then fair enough. If you don't, that's fair enough as well. We can agree, we can disagree, but one thing keeps us together, boys and girls. We love cars, and petrol is in our blood. Anyway, soldiers, keep your bank account fat, stay healthy, stay happy, and well, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace and love, baby. Yeah.